And now your TV5 First Alert forecast, certified most accurate by Weather Rate.
Well, good evening, Mid-Michigan. We've got a quieter forecast going forward for us now, thankfully, as we've had snow and rain over the past few days, and temperatures are also on a downward trend for us as well, which is something we haven't really seen a whole lot of so far, even this year as a whole. So here's a look at the hour by hour. We'll dive right into the forecast here. As you can see, those temperatures currently sitting in the upper 20s, continuing to cool down as we head through the rest of the evening and the overnight hours, down into the mid-20s for most of Mid-Michigan. We're also going to be looking at those lower 20s as we get into the north for early tomorrow morning. We could have a few flurries still coming out of this, but overall it's going to be mostly dry heading into the rest of your Saturday. Now, we have really an all right forecast for us. It is going to be cooler. However, we're going to be keeping an eye on a storm system that's going to be moving up as we get into very late Saturday night, more so into Sunday morning for much of Mid-Michigan. And you'll notice here it's pretty widespread snow, but it's not going to be very heavy. It's not going to be around for very long either. Here's a look at the clock here. We're talking 6 a.m. Some widespread snow, but it's brief. By the time we get to noon, most of that has already started to exit the area. We'll have a few of these scattered showers behind that main area of snow. Otherwise, it's just a light, brief, really quick snow for us. Really a way to pick up a few quick inches for us. Otherwise, it's not going to be a really impactful snow. The other thing about this is as we go into the rest of the afternoon hours, a lot of Mid-Michigan tries to get just above freezing. So it is possible that we see some very brief impacts early Saturday or early Sunday morning rather from this snow accumulating on our roadways, but as we go into the afternoon and later the evening hours, conditions do look to improve out there. As we go into your Monday, we do look to stay mostly on the dry side once again. Going into Tuesday, we will have another shot at some snow moving through Mid-Michigan, and then we see our next storm system move into the Great Lakes as we go into Wednesday. And it does look like it's a pretty decent bet that Mid-Michigan will see at least some accumulating snow from this. Exactly what those details are at this time still remain uncertain, but we're keeping a close eye on it. We do know that we will have a storm system moving somewhere in the Great Lakes, bringing rain and snow to the area. We'll be keeping an eye on exactly what those details are for Mid-Michigan, and then eventually that'll bring in down some cooler air into the area. You can see that here in the 7-day forecast. We'll start out here this weekend, low 30s for us, transitioning into the beginning of the week with those mid-30s. As we get towards the end of the week, we're back down into those mid to upper 20s at times, getting those low temperatures back down into the upper teens with chances for snow in that forecast as well. A little bit more January-like out there for us.
Stay with WNEM TV5 on air, on the go, and online for more news and weather updates.